Kids Tunes Miku, a collection of fairy tales and children's stories. Like and subscribe. The Brave Little Tailor. In a small, peaceful village, there lived a young tailor named Timo. He lived in a small workshop on the edge of the market, sewing clothes for everyone in the village. One bright morning, Timo was enjoying bread with sweet jam. But, buzz, buzz, buzz. 7 naughty flies were flying around him. They landed on the bread, on his hands, and even on his nose. Frustrated, Timo grabbed a piece of cloth, and swoosh! With one blow, all the flies fell. He was shocked, then laughed proudly. Wow! 7 in one blow, I'm so good! Huh! Timo then sewed a large belt and wrote in gold thread, 7 in one blow. He wore it proudly and walked around the village. People read his belt and whispered in admiration, "Look! That tailor can defeat 7 men at once." And from then on, Timo was known as the bravest tailor in the whole village. News of Timo eventually reached the king. The king summoned him to the palace. "Oh, brave tailor," said the king, "prove your courage. Face the giant who is causing trouble in the northern mountains." Timo was a little scared, but he refused to back down. He brought a piece of cheese, a bottle of water, and a piece of rope. Upon reaching the mountain, Timo encountered a huge giant. His steps shook the ground. His voice thundered, "Who are you, little man?" In a firm voice, Timo replied, "I am the tailor who can defeat 7 at once." The giant laughed heartily. "Ha ha ha, then prove your strength." Timo pretended to pick up a stone. But it was actually cheese. He squeezed it and water came out. "See? I can squeeze a stone until water comes out." The giant was shocked. "Wow! You can even squeeze a stone?" Then Timo threw the stone high into the air. The stone didn't fall again, because Timo had secretly replaced it with another one. The giant was confused and began to panic. Finally, the giant gave up and fled into the forest. Timo smiled with relief. "Huh, thank goodness," I thought quickly. When Timo returned to the palace, the king and the people cheered. He had saved the country from the evil giant. The king said admiringly, "You are truly brave, little tailor. Greater than as a reward, I want you to marry my daughter." Timo was surprised, but happy. He bowed his head and said softly, "Your Majesty, courage doesn't mean being afraid. It means having the courage to take action despite fear." From that day on, Timo lived happily with the princess. He was known not just as an ordinary tailor, but as the brave little tailor who conquered fear with ingenuity and a big heart. And so the story of the little tailor teaches us that true courage comes from a heart that believes in itself.